Next at 11, live late-breaking news. A terrible crash kills at least 3 people. And turning to tech, entrepreneurs pitch their business plans. News Channel 3 at 11 starts now.
Live breaking news from News Channel 3.
Good evening, everybody. I'm CJ Ward. We begin tonight with breaking news out of Santa Barbara. A terrible high-speed crash on the Santa Barbara Mesa has killed at least 3 people. And News Channel 3's Tracy Lair joins us live from the scene. And Tracy, what can you tell us?
I can tell you that people that are here think that this car may have gone airborne and hit a fire hydrant, a power pole, and a tree. I'm on Cliff Drive near Marina, and they have closed off this area. They believe that 3 people are dead and 1 has been taken to the hospisptal. Some witnesses are here with me, including Seymour Duncan and Diane Barrickman. Seymour, you heard it while you were watching the Olympics. What did you hear?
Yeah, we heard like a typical car wreck. We heard this like screeching, and then like a big thump, a real low rumble, and then we heard it. It was quiet for maybe like a second and a half, and then we heard this big roar, and I think that's when it hit the telephone pole, and then it hit the tree, and then I ran out down the street, and then I tried to get there, and it was so dark, so I came back. We called 911. Diane told me to call 911, so I called 911, and then I got my spotlight. I had a big old spotlight I brought down the street, and then I shined it so anybody, first responders, could get there. They could see what the heck and where it was. You know,
Diane,
so
you're
dark.
shaking your head. What are you thinking?
It was just horrible. It was a horrible sound. It was a sound that you knew something really bad had happened. It was just instinctively you knew this was horrible.
You think there was speeding involved?
I do. I think they were going really fast is my gut feeling.
Would you like to see something here on the street to slow people down? Maybe that's for another day.
Yes.
And Seymour, can you tell me how quickly first responders got here?
Oh, it had to have been at least probably a minute, 2 minutes. I mean, the firing, you could hear the sirens coming, everything. And I got cut off from 911. I don't know why, what happened, but I got cut off, and I called them back, and I just said, you need to get somebody down here quick. I said, there's a smashed automobile in a tree, and there's bodies, you know, in it, and we need to get help for them right away. And then everybody started coming, and then all the fire engines and everything. So it was pretty scary, you know. And I was trying to get people back from the telephone pole because I work with a ham radio, and you know how dangerous electric can be, and especially a broken pole. So we got the people back, and then I stood back and let the police come in, fire department, and everybody after that. Yeah,
Thank you so much for talking with us. I just want to let you know that you can see the power pole is completely bent, or a telephone pole, and you can see the car behind the tree. Now, the police and the firefighters have asked us not to show too much. They're still trying to get bodies out of that car and notify next of kin. Again, we're on Cliff Drive near Marina. There have been 3 fatalities in a single car crash and 1 person taken to the hospital, and we'll have more information as soon as it becomes available, but steer clear of Cliff Drive between Marina and to the north toward Carrillo. This is on the Mesa in Santa Barbara, and it's going to be a long night. They'll probably be out here investigating for the next 8 hours. Reporting live in Santa Barbara, Tracy Lair, News Channel 3.
And Tracy, if I can ask you a question real quickly. We
Sure.
understand that the vehicle hit the fire hydrant as well, or a water hydrant. Do you know if water has been affected to neighbors
That's
in that
right.
area as well?
No, we have not been told that water's been affected, but people saw water running down the street, and I don't know if you can see this, but there's crime scene tape that is around a fire hydrant, but it doesn't look sheared off, and that tape goes all around these bushes, so it almost looks like there's pieces of the car along Cliff Drive all the way to where it hit a telephone pole and went on into the tree, and they even put a police fire ladder up above just to see, get a better look at it, and possibly, if there was a fire, to pour water on it. But no one says their water's been turned off. It's just really a horrific accident. People have seen accidents here on the Mesa, but nothing like this.
Okay, thank you. Just a terrible crash. Thank you, Tracy. We will check in a bit as well. We have an update now on a terrible crash on the Santa Barbara Mesa. It happened just before 9 o'clock tonight. At least 3 people are dead. And News Channel 3's Tracy Lair is live at the scene. And Tracy, you know what kind of car this is at this point.
That's right. A fireman just told us that this is a Lexus sedan. It is appears to be a 4-door, and what we can tell you is that 3 people died in that car. A witness said one of them in the back seat is a woman, and that 2 other people are still in that wreckage. One young man went to the hospital. This all happened around 9:10. People heard it, the screeching. And if you just pan a little bit up this way, it appears that the power is out in the homes right across, I think it's the Pacific View area. And it appears that this car hit a rock and possibly a fire hydrant, and also took down a street sign before hitting a power pole that is bent almost into an L. And then it crashed into a very old tree and pretty much wrapped itself around the other side. Now, the medical examiner will be out here all night, so will investigators. It could be closed, this road, for about 8 hours. And again, the officers will have to be notifying next of kin. But again, this is a triple fatal accident on Cliff Drive. Witnesses believe that they were going at a high rate of speed, and they could have been airborne after hitting a big boulder on the other side of Cliff Drive. We're just east of Meigs Road, and you should steer clear. To the other side, it's closed at Marina, and officers and firefighters are going to be out here for hours trying to sort things out. Again, one person taken to the hospital, a man, 3 people, including a woman. Still, there remains in that car, and they're trying to find out what caused this single car accident. Some people think it might have been passing someone at a high rate of speed, but we don't know that for sure. It all happened about 10 after 9. Reporting live in Santa Barbara, Tracy Lair, News Channel 3.
Okay, Tracy, and of course, we will be posting updates at KEYT.com as well. Stay with us. We'll be right back.